Hey guys, Valento here again. So another match commentary for you. This game I'll be playing Sona as a support in bot lane, and I will be duo queuing this game with Sea who'll be playing Singed, along with Gangplank in the jungle, Karthus and Vayne. Now this game was recorded a little while ago, shortly before the new mastery system was implemented, so I am using the standard 9021 masteries for this game. With the new mastery setup, I do take 0030. Now as far as the enemy team goes, I have Udyr, Sion, Shaco, Taric and Ashe, so a very stun heavy team on their part, so should be a tough game for us to win. But hopefully we have a competent team with us. Now you notice I'm just sitting in the bush there, just so prevents them from harassing me, and then I can just, heal or whatever. Now, as for items, I start with Fairy Charm, 3 wards and a health potion. But with the new masteries, you can start with 4 wards and 1 health potion. So that's always the option there, or you can start with more potions if you desire. And as far as runes go, I take magic penetration reds, mana regen per level yellows, and cooldown reduction blues, and then ability power quintessences. And as far as masteries go, I do take additional points in the clairvoyance tree for the cooldown. This was before the new mastery setup. I will try, and if I remember to do so, I will provide a link to detailed masteries in the description. I'll do it for the new mastery setup, but I can do it for the old one as well if people want it. So it should be a fairly evenly matched lane. There's a good stun there by Vayne. So nice little battle there. That get Taric low, but I have had to use quite a lot of mana there, so that'll drop me down in mana. But definite lane advantage early on for us, I think. Vayne with that stun on the wall. Well, it's really fucking annoying for me when they're on the other team. But luckily there's Vayne on my team this time. As if you've watched my older videos, I fucking hate Vayne. So I'll put up with her this game, but I fucking hate her. Now hopefully our jungle Gangplank can get some ganks. Good first blood there by Sea, and I can always trust him up top. So what I do is just keep it fast forwarded through the laning phase. It's just all about Vayne last hitting and me obviously supporting her. So I've got a gank coming up from Gangplank. So it looks like they have warded. Taric did start with wards, so you would assume it's warded. Yeah, they've seen it there. That's fine. Almost get a kill there on Taric. So this might be the death of Gangplank here. Yeah. He was ignited, so my heals were reduced. And Sona has fairly weak heals already, so they were reduced even more so. And I think that was Shaco that got killed. No, it wasn't. It was Ashe. Now I do say Shaco and not Shaco. Don't pronounce it Shaco. That's annoying. Shaco. Shaco. I don't like that. It's Shaco. Shazza. That is all you need to know. So Sona has some nice harassing in lane as well. What I do, I max my Q first, just for that harassment. It's a really good utility, and then I max my heal second. That's just my personal preference. I mean, it will vary depending on the lane. Sometimes I may opt for the heal first, but I do like to get that added harassment as a priority, especially when we get in those little dukes with Vayne. It'll really help us get some kills there. So our Karthus has actually gone for a Tear of the Goddess first, which is a terrible item to start with in a ranked game. In a normal game, it's, you know, forgivable, but in a ranked game, you should be getting blue buff from the jungler, so you shouldn't need Tear of the Goddess. And you know, once you have played for a while, you sort of learn to watch your mana usage, so you won't actually use as much mana. Nice little save there by me. So you will know how to, you know, have some mana management. But that's just something that comes with time. Now you notice that Sion has grabbed Boots mobility already. That allows him, as you just saw, to gank side lanes very quickly. You know, by the time there was a Mia, he was already down bot, killing shit. Sion, definitely a strong pick, even with the recent AP ratio nerfs to his abilities. Even with that, still very strong. And I mean, he's always been strong. It's very much just a flavor of the month at the moment, because he's definitely not OP. He's always been strong. Just no one's really been playing him, you know, up until recently. Good counter pick in mid.
Enemy rampage.
So enemy has a fed Shaco, and we've killed Sion at least. Very interesting, and our gangplank has died 3 times. That shouldn't happen. There's only 1 assist. You at least want some assists if you're going to die for whatever reason. I just got caught out there. Hopefully Vayne can clean up. She won't be able to. So this might be her death as well, unfortunately. It is. So it was me getting caught out there. I should be more careful with a double stun lane. So entirely my fault. But that doesn't matter too much, hopefully. Well, actually that's like 2 minutes now, but who was that? Shaco was trying to tower dive there. So Gangplank just walked into Shaco's bush of boxes, and you notice enemy Shaco has building AP, and you notice in the chat there, Gangplank said, "I can't even jungle," but all Shaco does as AP, he sits in one bush and waits for you to walk by. So if he's sitting in your jungle, what do? Go to their jungle and take his buffs. Simple as that. And just, you know, chuck a few wards around just in case he does show up. Then you can, you know, say, right, he's there, I'll go out, you know, I'll recall here or whatever. It's really not hard. Because I've had it happen to me before, AP Shaco just countering me, and all I did was, right, I'll hop off to their jungle. Too easy. Interesting build by Karthus. He has got a Hextech Revolver, awful item on any, you know, pure caster, mage, whatever you want to call him. Nice ult there. So I've taken the kill, unintentional, of course. Hopefully Vayne can pick this one up. There's Shaco, we've seen him in the bush there, so he doesn't have any Jack in the boxes. I forgot what I was saying. So, nice double kill there, good ult by Gangplank, and nice ult by me, if I do say so myself. So just put the aura on there, just gives bonus, where is it? Bonus AP and damage, so more damage to the tower. So you always want to note what aura Sona is giving out. So that one gives, you know, armor and magic resist. bonus speed and bonus damage. So quite often I'll have either the Q or the W, and I'll pretty much just use the E if we need to escape or just catch up, which is, you know, a given because it's a speed boost. So, and then, you know, if I get the power chord, it's a nice little slow there. So yeah, this Karthus' build is awful, and he's getting absolutely face rolled in CS. Sion has almost 150, he's just hit 60. That is awful. That's almost triple his CS. That should, especially as Karthus, who farms really well, he shouldn't be getting, you know, destroyed like that. And this particular Karthus has clearly been carried farther than what he should be. Because you don't go ahead building fucking Hextech Revolver on, you know, like every mage or whatever and expect to be, you know, 1400. You don't deserve to be 1400 if you're building Hextech Revolver on a caster. So I'll tell you a few champions that will work with a revolver. Someone like Kennen or Akali. Nice done there by Vayne. Kill. Hang on, I'll continue this. A nice arrow by Ashe. Vayne got the kill on Ashe there. So 1 for 1. That's not too bad. As I was saying, you can build Hextech Revolver on Kennen. You can build it on Kali. Rumble. People seem to think that it works on Rumble, but I've tried it and I don't like it personally. But you know, whatever. A lot of people seem to think it works on Malzahar. I do not like it on Malzahar at all. It's one of my pet hates. Do not build it on Malzahar. You know, I don't want to hear the argument, oh, but I get health and mana back. No, I don't give a fuck. Don't build it on Malzahar unless you're getting absolutely face rolled in mid and you need to sustain and you need that, you absolutely desperate and begging for that health, then don't get it. Stupid by me there, had to waste flash. And I'll tell you why you don't get it on Malzahar, because almost all his abilities are AoE. Dived here. Sorry, dead. So that was a stupid mistake for me there. I was going toward the bush, but that was silly. And yeah, the reason you don't get it on Malzahar, almost all his abilities are AoE, and spell length is reduced if it's an AoE effect by, you know, something ridiculous like by half or whatever. I don't know exactly what it is. So he has his Q, which is an AoE. He has his W, which is an AoE. He has his E, which is a dot. The only thing that's not AoE is his ult, and what are you gonna do? You just gonna, you know, ult them every 60 seconds just so you can get health back? No.
An enemy has been slain.
That's why I don't like it. So I might have saved Karthus there. No, that's a shame. So I just came a little too late. The ult there. If I had been there, it would have been a nice kill, but I was obviously dead. Yeah, this Karthus is awful. Sorry to say. So I might chuck a ward on Dragon if I get a chance. That Sion's still hanging around, so it's pretty low. So Singed is doing well up top. It's pretty well. Have a quick CS count. Vayne 128 to Ashe's 148, so she's getting beaten by 20. That's not too bad. It was a fairly even lane. Vayne did go for the Bloodthirster first, so she has a better idea than Ashe, because you don't go Infinity Edge first. Karthus 74 to Sion's 188. Karthus got face rolled. Singed 158 to Udyr's 139, so Singed, as expected, wins that matchup in CS. Gangplank 78 to Shaco 37, as expected. With AP Shako, he pretty much just sits in bushes. And then, well, my 10, Tarek's 14. Well, I win because you don't want more CS. So, fuck my fat dick, Tarek. So, I'm just gonna try and board my old son actually up. So, I can't actually hold there. So, Carth is caught out again. Try and heal him. So, I got the heal. He did waste flash. So, I got the heal up again. So, it'll double heal, my heal, and Gangplank's heal, I believe. So, that will save him. He was very close to death there. So, 2 kills for 0. That's a win. And now myself and Singe will be able to push top, hopefully. So it's pretty low already, so we can just focus on that tower. So he is going to attack me. But, cinched, so... He's got my back. He's going to get the tower. Nah, we'll just be... I'll come back because they end up fighting pretty closely. So that's a win, 2 kills and a tower. So the game's fairly even so far, as I would have expected. I mean, it's pretty lucky with this Carthus. Just, yeah, I don't know what he's thinking. I do like this Vayne. She knows how to build AD carry. She's got a ward, so she knows how to play. I like that.
An ally has been slain.
If you're buying wards and you know how to build a champion, then you're okay in my books. Well, if you know how to play them as well. But if you know how to build the champion, first of all, if you know how to build them, then straight away, respect. Gangplank caught out by AP Shako again. How many times do we have to say, stay out of the jungle? We need wards, and fact is, I haven't got a chance to go in there and ward because Shako's been hanging around. Because I'm constantly getting game flashes. Yes, our Carthus is not good. Or because Udi is ganking mid. So Carthus claims Udi has been ganking mid, and Udi hasn't left top at all. Because I was watching him throughout this game, and he hadn't left top at all. So he's just making excuses. And I barely saw Shako in mid as well, so he's making shit. So if you see this max pain, you may consider dodging because it's crap. No mage needs like spellvamp really. Spellvamp is overkill mostly. That Ashe hurts a bit. So I am trying to be cautious around this Ashe because it really does hurt.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Our top tower's gone. That's fine. So Ashe caught out, nice stun. I was jacking the boxes there, that's unfortunate. Stun might kill me. No, I will live there. And now die to Shako, unfortunately. I will get the kill on Shako. Hopefully Udyr will die as well. Terrible splash by Carthus, not needed. Singe will be able to pick up some scraps there. 1 kill. Maybe able to get Tarek. Too many stuns there, I think. But he is going to keep going. Alright, he's going to ward. Yeah, too much CC on their team to be able to chase them for an extended period of time. Now my build for Sona is just to get your standard gold for 5 items, and then I'll get a Aegis of the Legion, which is always a good item for supports, and depending on how just escape Shako there, hanging around in the jungle. Depending on how our team setup is, I will get a Banshee's Veil, because that's always needed. Shaco's just stolen red, I think. No, he didn't. My mistake. I will get a Starks further if we have an AD heavy team. Shaco's hanging around there. That's his clone, quite obviously, so I'm just avoiding that. Karthus, obviously, didn't see that. So it looks like we've got a team fight in mid here. So we're all scrambled out, terrible positioning. So I've got Ashe here, but she, destroys me. She just crits me right in the face and I'm dead. So Ashe is always a primary target. So very, very sloppy team fight. Not a good fight at all in that instance. Yeah, Karthus, I don't know what he was doing. I mean, I made this mistake of trying to take out Ashe when no one was around me, so my mistake in itself, but everybody should be, getting Ashe, because, you shouldn't be fucking around with, whatever, Scion or Udi or whatever. Ashe is the primary target, at all times. If there's an Ashe on the enemy team, she's always the target. Simple as that. She's squishy, she is Ashe, you will kill her. See, look. I went straight for Ashe again, but I won't be able to get her. He's blocked off Scion. Scion's by himself, he's very little health. So I grabbed the kill on Scion there. So the enemy team stuck around for too long, so we have cleaned them up. Got 3 kills out of them for 1 death. And then Shaco's still hanging around up top, but obviously, oh yeah, he got the kill there. So it's 4 for 1. We'll take that. And myself and Singe will be able to push bot lane. So so I switched the aura again, so it gets extra damage, even though it doesn't hit anything because there's no minions. I do like when they did change Sona. She didn't have what was it, power chords. I think they added in, but even though she is pretty much just button mashing, it's good to have sort of incentives to have each aura on, So you got double power cord. This is a damage aura, and then that's a healing aura or protection aura, and that's the buffing aura or debuffing. So I really like that concept. It's really good. So Sona definitely one of the best supports to play if you are looking at playing a support champion. Sona definitely very strong. It's very simple. It's just a matter of having the correct aura on at the correct time, and other than that, just button mashing really, and then hitting a good ult. If you got like a heavy AoE team, well, we got Gangplank ult, so I'll try and, if Ganger's ult, so I'll try and follow up with my ult, depending on how well the situation goes. As you saw earlier in the video, I did stack them up. So you may have a Mumu ult or whatever, but good addition to an AoE team. So Karthus finally got over 100 CS. Took him a while. The enemy Shaco is stacking Magi's. Gangplank way out of position again. Don't know what he's doing there. But we may be able to capitalise. Ashe missed an arrow there. Even though Gangers has died, might be able to do something here. So I have hit my ult in Karthus' AoE, so I'll be able to flash over and avoid Scion. Singe got some kills, we'll get another one here. I'll take that one. TY. So I might die to Scion here. Got a good knockback by Vayne, and that'll be an ace. So it's a good turnaround. We turned a out of position Gangplank into an ace. So very good result there. We do have a farmed Singe who hasn't died yet, farmed and fed. So that should be GG, because Singe is pretty much unstoppable once he's farmed. And you will notice what C-Line is doing, because we were having a laugh about it. All he is doing is running through, poisoning everything, just flipping shit. Not even trying as Singe. You don't have to try, it's that easy. All you do, get farmed, get a couple kills if you want, and then you just troll along through. Just keep your poison on. Even now, look what he's doing. Just look at that. Ashe's been in there. Flip her over. There's a kill. Look at that. How easy was that? And then Shaco goes down as well. Double kill, and easy. Easy. It's just a matter of knowing when and when not to flip people, because the last thing you want to do is flip someone out of, you know, a lock salt or something like that, or flip someone over a wall. Because you don't want to do that. So I'll just go with a few minions there for the support. Why not? So I have got 2k gold to spend. Now I don't remember what I built here, so I think I'll probably go for a Banshee, perhaps. What am I getting? Yeah, I'm going for a Banshee. Yeah, I'll grab an Oracle and some wards before I go for the full Banshee. Just grab the Catalyst first for the additional health and mana. I don't really need to worry about magic resist too much. I mean, it's just AP Shaco, and you know, you have to be a fucking retard to die to him if like constantly. You die, you know, once or twice to him because you've, you know, walked in the jungle by accident or whatever. Fair enough, but if you're dying to him constantly, then yeah, you need to fucking play. Because you want to know how to counter Shaco, AP Shaco specifically, buy some fucking wards. That's how you counter just about anyone. Just buy some fucking wards. Simple as that. Now Singe is just trolling on through, got his poison in. I'm going to do my best to ult Ashe. So I have got an Ashe in there. Singe will go straight for Ashe as well as me. That's what we're both going for. And now our team is fucking around with the tankies. Again, not a smart fight. Vayne was taken out early. We had no damage. Ashe will not die. She's got a bloodthirster up now. So yeah, Vayne, this Vayne is a good player, I will say. But unfortunately, in that fight, they took her out straight away. So that is, you know, all our damage really. We got Karthus, but he's got shit all damage. You know, all these guys Rod of Ages, and then well, the Ancients now. So he doesn't even have a Death Cap. You need a Death Cap for Karthus first off. Either Rod of Ages or Death Cap first. I'd have to go Death Cap personally. Well, usually I'll go Magi's actually, and then Death Cap. So Singe will be able to run away. He's got Banshee's back up, so he can't be stunned. Oh, AP Shaco caught him there, so that was unfortunate. So Vayne will be able to flash away. So we might be able to get a kill on Ashe here because Karthus can do anything. So I'm going straight to Ashe. So she's going outside, so we're back to Udyr, back to Ashe, ulted her in the face. Hopefully they can do something. They're fucking around with Udyr again. They need to kill Ashe. Need to kill Ashe. You don't want to fuck around with Udyr. Just kill Ashe. Look at her. She's just auto-attacking. Or just auto-attacking me the whole time. Nobody targets Ashe. Awful. So, who was that? It was Gangplank and Karthus. Both of them aren't very good. Karthus probably worse than Gangplank. Oh, you know what? They're probably as worse as each other. Cause, yeah, you need to... If you're gonna play ranks, please target correctly. No, he dies again. He wasted his heal for no reason. Well, his cleanse. He has a free cleanse and he wasted it and then he got stunned in the face. So yeah, see in the chat there, kill Ashe, we win. That is your philosophy for any game if you're against an Ashe. Kill Ashe and you win. Because Ashe is very team reliant. If you, for example, if she has a team that's not supporting her, she's countered easily. But this team is supporting her very well and she's raping us. So you need to get rid of that Ashe fast. You need to get rid of her. You know, get rid of all that damage, that DPS. So they just walked through the massive Jack-in-the-Box trap. Well, at least Shaco died for it, but you know, bait. You know, obvious bait is obvious. You know, Shaco is a one-trick pony. AP Shaco is a one-trick pony. He just wants you to get in the bush. That's all it is. So C-Line is going to go straight for Ashe. She's run back though. She can just kite him. So yeah, we're going to have to wait for the Baron buff to wear off because I did grab Baron while we were dead. But yeah, this team just needs to learn some targeting. I have lost Oracle as well, unfortunately, but we are in defense mode, so it's not going to matter much. Oh well, they do have Shaco, but AP Shaco, as I've said, he just sits in the bushes, so it shouldn't matter. Yeah, so their team is reasonably tanky as well. Tarek's pretty much going, you know, full tank. Udi is tanky, Sion's tanky, and you know, those three, well, they're the ones that are in the fight, and then Shaco is just, you know, in the bush somewhere, and then Ash is at the back. So if you just run past, I know it's easier said than done because they got 3 stuns there, but we have a Singe, so the idea is Singe will just run past them and flip Ash back to our team, which is what he's been doing, but our team's been too stupid to realise, and they've been targeting Udi or Sion. So I'm just going to break their benches over there with my Q. So we'll help out Vayne and Gangers. So that was nice there. Sion was caught out, so this might turn into a victory here. So Udi is caught out there, but still going to go straight to Ash. I missed my ult, unfortunately. Straight into Ash. I'll try and heal. I will die for it, but I have done enough damage for him to finish her off. And Tarek caught out, so Vayne be able to clean that up. I think the only one left was Udyr, and Shaco's around as well. Udyr was low, so my team can then push. So, you know, a death, you know, a necessary sacrifice sort of thing. If I have to die so my team can push, I will, you know, I will die for it. So that is, you know, support. That's a support tank job, really. You know, if you have to die so your team can win, so be it. For any champion, really. Any champion.
Your team has destroyed an
If it's so you can win, then make the sacrifice. Who gives a shit about your score? You know, I've died 8 times, but I've got 21 assists. You know, I have close, you know, 2/3 of our total kills. You know, or been involved in 2/3 of our total kills, I should say. I mean, our Karthus is just like terror bad. 12 deaths. You shouldn't have 12 deaths as Karthus or as anyone, unless you're playing Suicide Karthus, which he's not, I don't think. Yeah, this Karthus really just doesn't have an understanding for the character, at least, but maybe not even the game, but it doesn't have an understanding of Karthus at least. Because you will notice that he's actually just sort of, you know, altered as soon as he dies. It's not the worst thing you can do, but, you know, quite often it's just for no reason. And the enemy is at Baron, so we're going to jump over there. I believe Shaco was just clearing out a ward. So yeah, I've got an Oracle up now, so we can check around for wards. So I have run out of wards now as well. So unfortunately we won't be able to ward Baron, unless someone else has one. Karthus does, but he hasn't used it. So Sion and Ash with Guardian Angel, that's going to fuck us over pretty badly. So again, I'm going to wait for the ult and try and get Ash in. I'll cut away from Ash, there she is, ulted Ash. So she will die from the Karthus ult. Sion's still alive there, so he's dead. Udyr is still chasing me, so we are going to have to back off, because it is just Singed and myself, I believe. Yeah, very... Yeah, Shaco, I might be able to grab the kill on Shaco there, but I'll die there. So the Guardian Angels fucked us up there. If they didn't have those, we would have won that fight easy. Smart decision by Sion and Ash to grab the Guardians. But that being said, they are now down after this fight, so we will then have the advantage, or somewhat have an advantage against them. So we will need to start a fight as soon as possible, so we can take advantage of their Guardian Angels being down. So pretty good build there by Ash. I would have started with the Bloodthirster first, but otherwise, good build. Sion, pretty standard build there. AP Shaco, pretty standard. Udyr build, yeah, pretty standard, bit of an interesting one. A lot of people tend to take Wit's End on him. I don't personally. I like to go the Warmog's Atmas, and then Phantom. And looks like he's gone for a Trinity Force as well. Yeah, all viable. Not my personal preference, but all fine. And then Tarek going for a tanky sort of support-based build, and looks like he's going for a bit of AP now as well. Aegis definitely. Shirelli is always a good item for a support. And Randuin's, you know, good option. being that we have Vayne and well, mainly just Vayne. You know, good to always shut out Vayne, and you know, good active there as well. So it has a slowdown active for us and then a speed up for himself for his team. So yeah, overall good build. Again, not my personal choice, but not the worst build at all. And as you can see, my build was there. Got Aegis, Banshee, 2 support items there, standard. And then game playing, not too bad of a build there. I would go more crit based build. Definitely you want Infinity Edge and Gangplank, but hopefully he sells Wriggles and get that. You don't need Frozen Mallet because you already have a slow. That's the only thing I would say there. That's overkill. More on that later. We'll go into this team fight. Again, they have focused Udyr. Not smart. Vayne luckily got out of that one. So we'll ult these 3. They're all bunched up there. But I didn't get Ashe, but she will die from the Karthus ult. And that's a triple kill by Karthus there. You know, lucky shot. And now Sion should die here from the poison and whatnot. Might be able to get a flash over. No, he doesn't have flash. So I've had to flash away from him because the shield was about to blow up. So we will be able to kill him, hopefully. Although it is Sion, he does have, as you saw from my last Sion video, some nice great escapes there. So we are wasting our time chasing him because he can just shield up. So we'll just recall and defend. So Singed and Gangplank can push. So ideally, you know, you want someone like a mage to defend, like rather than Sona has some nice AD. You know, AD. Look at that. How the hell did I get 109 AD? Started with 101 attack damage. See, that's fair. So we've got the mid tower, and Syndrome now I'll troll away. Gangers will run away as well. So overall, that one there was a win. Gangplank got a good ult off. I got a nice ult. I caught 3 of them there, and Karthus followed up with a good ult on that one there. So Karthus looks like he's finally going for the death cap. Might be going for Zhonya's though. He should have got that earlier. Looks like Vayne's caught out, unfortunately. She will make it out though. She did have to blow her ult. Yeah, we would need to wait for Vayne to heal now before we can push. But Gangplank not listening. Nor is Karthus. Please wait. So I do have 2k to spend still. I don't recall what I get next if I do get to the next item. So poor positioning again. Gangplank way out of position. Caught out. So we do need Singed at the front. Gangplank's tanky as well, so ideally want Singed and Gangplank at the front. And yeah, as you saw from the chat there, we do need a Guardian Angel because it is strong late game on a lot of champions. And now Vayne has gone and grabbed a Guardian Angel as per our request, so that was a good move by her, taking into account that one there. So again, well, Tarek's caught out, so we take him out straight away. There goes the heals. Again, I'm looking for Ashe. The Banshee Veil has just been popped. Sion there. I'm going to ult Ashe at Sion. So that's her Guardian Angel down. Fortunately, Karthus ult didn't work on her. But Singed and I, straight for Ashe again. She will die. And now it's just Sion left again. So he will die for this one here. He's got Guardian up. So that should be an ace, and that could be the game on this one. Good knockback there. He will fight for it, but not much you can do 4v1. So we are gonna go for the win with this push. So yeah, saw in the chat, Guardian Angel wins. See, that Guardian Angel won us the game. Just getting that on Vayne there. So this will be GG, I believe. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this commentary. I will be working on doing quite a few more. I have some in my library that I still haven't uploaded yet. So please like the video and subscribe, and also comment, because I do enjoy seeing some comments on my videos. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I will see you next time.